refused to give these congressmen and women access to the jail. All they wanted to do, these lawmakers did, was review the conditions the Capitol protesters are being held under.
We have oversight. I've never been denied access. I've been welcomed in federal facilities before. And she said, well, you're trespassing.
Trespassing? He's a United States congressman. How is he trespassing? Last I checked, Congress has oversight over D.C. That Republican congressman of Texas, my home state, is Louie Gohmert. And he joins us now. Congressman, welcome to the program.
Great to be with you, and thank you for your coverage of this issue. You've done great.
Well, Congressman, I appreciate that. Every night it gets crazier and crazier. What in the world is going on up there?
It is insane, and especially, as you pointed out, we have been writing and asking for answers from the DOJ, from the Attorney General, from the D.C. It's actually a part of the Federal Prison Bureau. And we were getting no answers. So when I was a judge, I like to show up unannounced at prisons, at jails, at halfway houses, because I wanted to inspect them. If I got people going there, I wanted to inspect them. Well, I even have a more important role now because I'm in oversight. Judiciary has oversight, the committee I'm on, and also Congress itself. We're supposed to oversee what happens so we know whether we should keep funding such a thing. And I'm telling you, Grant, I think that perhaps maybe if we can't get answers or get these things cleaned up and we don't have these fascist running places around here, then maybe we just say, you know what, let's close those federal detention facilities down. We had heard there were massive abuses of inmates, and they refused to let us see for ourselves. There's a doctrine in courts called spoliation. If somebody is in possession of evidence, whereas here the scene of where people are either being maltreated or they're being taken care of, and they refuse to allow anybody to see that evidence, then the court can instruct a jury. You can infer that they were abusing the prisoners because they won't allow anybody to see what they're doing.
You know, I think everyone can agree. If you were violent, if you attacked a police officer, you destroyed anything, we want you to be punished for that. Every Republican I know has said that. But you still, I don't care if you're a murderer, you still have to be treated properly inside a prison. When you draw the correlation between what happened with Black Lives Matter rioters and Antifa, and they're simply set free, you called these people, many of them, and I agree with you, I don't think they should be in prison, some of them, being persecuted as political pawns in all of this.
Yeah, that's right. And one that Julie Kelly just wrote about, named Curzio, he just entered a plea on misdemeanors, and he didn't have to serve any time. Why? Because he'd already been held for 6 months. And it's very important that under our Constitution, you cannot punish somebody who is in pretrial confinement. Only after they've been convicted. But the stories are there are people being punished. And it's to your point that there has been some exaggeration. How about the fact that the architect of the Capitol, an agent of the Speaker, he came out after the January 6th events and said they did $30 million of damage. Well, when Curzio pled to the misdemeanors, they had to be honest with the court, and they said actually there was only $1.5 million. Now, that's still too much. People need to be punished for it. They need to pay restitution. But that's quite an exaggeration, 20 times an exaggeration of what the truth was.
And that, Congressman, is all we get from this administration and your Speaker of the House there, Nancy Pelosi, is exaggerations and talking points and agendas. And I think the American people are fed up with it. Keep us posted on what you find about these prisoners. We want to get to the bottom of it just as you do. I appreciate you, Congressman Louie Gohmert. Thank you.
I thank you so much for covering the issue. Thank you.